Patriots in the third most literate city in America. That's right, Minneapolis, Minnesota. These fans right here, Eagles fans, Patriots fans alike, young and old, coming out. I don't see too many Carolina Panthers fans, and shame on you, because you see, he's a fan right there. He plays, of course, for those Carolina Panthers at the safety position. Mike Adams, 14-year NFL vet, and let's get this out of the way, because you played both of these teams this year. You lost to one, you beat the other. So when it comes to having the edge, who do you think takes in this one?
You know what? I like Philly, but I never can count Tom Brady out. That's the honest truth. Can't count him out.
Makes a lot of sense.
And it's just hard. I want to see a good game.
Even though you went out there and beat the Patriots and had 7 tackles on your own?
Even though I did that.
He didn't let you get loose, man. He sat down and said, give me it. Who you
I
want
have to go right off the top here.
No, easing in.
I know. He didn't even warm up or nothing. Who you got?
Look, when you look at these teams on paper, it seems like a lot of us are saying the same thing. You take the quarterback and the head coach. Obviously, everybody goes New England. You look at the rest of the roster, though. Philadelphia seems to have a decided edge in just the overall talent of that team. How challenging was it to go up against that Philadelphia offense, because the ball can go in so many different directions?
It was a big challenge, especially because of Ertz.
Yep.
He can line up outside and then inside. He posed a definitely mismatch against our defense sometimes, and that hurt us. And plus, Wentz being mobile. Yeah, you know, that didn't help at all.
You know, we talk about, rightfully so, Tom Brady, the brilliance that he and Belichick, and all the years they've done it, and all the things that Philadelphia has to do in order to win this game. And again, you guys played him, and you beat him. Talk about when you're facing a guy like Tom Brady, giving him all the respect in the world and everything that he's done, but we got to stop him. What Coach Rivera and the defensive coaches, okay, here's what we got to do. How do you go about doing that?
You can't make mistakes, and you got to force them to make mistakes. So when they make a mistake, you have to make them pay. You know, get a turnover, you got to score off that turnover, and you want to keep Tom Brady out of the pocket. You want to flush him out, because he gets comfortable when he's back there, and we see it all the time. He'll get back in here, just stand and just wait for Gronk to come across the middle, or somebody to get loose underneath. And, you know, they pose mismatches all the time. They put White out at the one. If the corner stay out there, they know it's zone. If the linebacker out there is man, then what they do?
Yep, go.
Playing mistake-free football, that will be the name of the game for both teams. But we know that Tom Brady, he likes to minimize those mistakes. But on 3 occasions, he did make a mistake. Those 3 times was when you picked him off. So how do the Philadelphia Eagles, with their pass defense, how do they go about trying to rattle Tom Brady?
Pressure.
Okay.
You got to put pressure on him early. You can't just sit back and let him pick you apart, because he understands defense. And he knows when you're in single high. You can disguise all you want, but he understands single high, too deep. You know, and right away he knows where he's going with the ball. Once you see too deep, you know where he's going with the ball.
One of the things he does better than any other quarterback is to manipulate safety. So now we got a safety here. How do you avoid that when Tom Brady's trying to get you to take the cheese, getting you with shoulder rolls and different things like that? How do you stay disciplined not to let him move you where he wants to move you?
That's the hardest part, especially with Drew Brees. Drew Brees is like the master at it. Like, here, come here, then just look off. But you have to be patient. You have to stay in the middle of the field, and then you just have to read it. And then when he goes to throw the ball, then you got to have a great break.
Is there a key? Is there a key in terms of offhand coming off the ball? Is there something you can see where you say, okay, this is the ball's getting ready to actually travel?
When I'm at safety and I'm watching, I'm looking for the mismatch. Because wherever that mismatch is, that's where I'm going to lean. You know,
because he's going to know it too.
Because he's going to know it too.
So apologies to your teammate, but
it is what it is. So
I'm here to help you out.
Tom Brady, so I'm leaning that way. If I see something over there, I'm like, okay.
We start out this block talking about, they are asking me about this time frame now. To me, this was the toughest part of the week. That, okay, you're done with the Saturday practice. The game is 1,000,000 hours away. What are your recollections in your Super Bowl of that time? It's kind of put to bed on Saturday, and you got a long Sunday to go. What are your recollections of that?
Everything just going through your mind. You playing the game in your head now, and I just got the chills just now. I'm sorry. I really did. I really did. Oh my!
It's real.
It is. It is. And you know, like everybody don't get that opportunity to get there. And it took me 11 years to get to that point. So when you get there, everything just going through your head like, you know what, I got to make this play. I want to do this. And you're going over your notes, you're making sure everything's on point, and you're in your hotel room looking at them 4 walls, and you ready to play. You're ready to play. Sometimes you don't want to overexude yourself. You don't want to mentally drain yourself. You want to try to keep your mind off it by staying busy. Talk to family members. Go take a walk. Well, you ain't taking a walk in Minnesota,
no. You can.
You can. But just do things to keep your mind busy so you won't overthink the game. Because when the ball kicked off, it's another game.
Now, you talk about the chill bumps just thinking about Super Bowl 48, but when it comes to the adrenaline, once game time actually rolls around, I know James Jones just the other day was here on Super Bowl Live, and he was telling us about how he needed to get his fingers shot up before game time, but on Super Bowl Sunday, he was out there, he was catching passes, and he said, I haven't even gotten anything done yet. My hands feel fine. The adrenaline, it's real as well.
The adrenaline is real.
Sure.
And, one thing I did look forward to before the game is that first kickoff. And you see all the lights flashing because you see it on TV all the time. And now I'm on the sideline like, you know what? I can't wait to see this. Let me look at this. I wish I had my camera phone out just to look at it. But the adrenaline, it goes. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You get some changes going on in Carolina. You bring in a new offensive coordinator. Obviously, a lot of things going on. Obviously, a championship caliber team, but as we all know, seasons go up and down. A lot of different things turn to. What's kind of you're looking ahead, thinking, okay, we got to get a couple things done, but we're a pretty good football team.
Definitely, we're pretty good football, and that's how I see it. The South, is a strong, a strong division. It's strong, and Saints swept us, and we split with Atlanta. And every team is tough in that division. Even Winston came on strong in the last couple games. So we just got to stay on our toes and focus on us. We always saying defense win championship. Defense win championship. Yeah. That's what we say, and that's what that's the standard we have. We have a high standard on defense.
How's that defensive unit going to change? Obviously, your former defensive coordinator Steve Wilks, he's now the new head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't think it'll change that much because when Wilks was there, the one thing he always talked about was the standard. The accountability that we have to have across the board, doing your job, trusting the man next to you. And I know Coach Washington, okay. I know he's going to take that and he's going to put that in us as well because he understood it and we bought into it, and that's what it is.
It is what it is. That's what they say on the streets right about now. So that's going to be a good game. Super Bowl 52. You pick again? Who are you going with?
I'm biased. I'm not biased, but I'm just gonna.
You can say Eagles, but never bet against Brady.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I did.
I think you just hedged his bets there, stacking the deck. I like the way you go, politically correct.
Yeah.
Panthers safety, Mike Adams, 14-year NFL veteran. He played in Super Bowl 48, and anytime he talks about it, he gets chill bumps. Mike, thanks for taking time out to join us here on Super Bowl Live. Absolutely. Now, much more to come right here on Super Bowl Live. It's a celebration. NFL honors. It's right around the corner at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and the youngsters right here.